back. Yeah, I think I need to have a bit of an attitude adjustment with this game, so I can't do it playing this game the way I'd usually play. Why is this one wearing clothes? Because usually I play a game like this, like, trying to be serious and realistic and everything, but we have to accept already that, like, magic's real, and gods are real, the curse is very real, and death is imminent. Notes. Always remember to press F to leave items. Don't steal anything by accident. Okay, hello.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
I wish I could help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that Silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day, or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
I shall see what I can do. Now we talk about Yulia.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Could it have been self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Is there a reason she might have wanted to die?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas's villa, and they are quite secretive. Gladly.
I keep hearing statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Then forget I said anything about statues talking.
Anything about what?
Thank you. Okay,
Well,
I'll have
come
to
back
look into
if you
some
get
things.
sick or injured, day or night, I'll do what I can.
This was Yulia.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Cheers. I just realized. Here is where we make the bread. Roman recipe for bread. Generous pinch of yeast, a pinch of salt, 2.5 cups of warm water, 1 pound of flour. Okay. That is a very simple bread recipe. Flour, water, yeast, and salt. Shaky, shaky. Sinner.
Salve.
Hi. That is a big hunk of chunk of metal. I don't know what you're doing with it. Virgil, do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? I'm sure he doesn't. I'm afraid of touching things.
Salve.
Hi, Virgil.
Ah, a new
Nice
face.
jaw.
Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with you?
That's very German.
I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
What is your story, Virgil?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Tell me a little about the architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could they be used to leave the city?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know. Of course.
I noticed some graffiti. Why does somebody think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Homosexual. I see.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's the graffiti artist?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a
The
sin.
Christians.
Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding.
I see where this is
All I know
going.
is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I can take a look into it. I'll go steal their bread again.
I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Someone who lives or works in the forum, but if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them.
I'll see what I can do.
Nice to talk to you.
You too, buddy. Okay, so we need to save the gay guy from, like, the handful of Christians who've infiltrated this pleasant place of... the poopery. Yes. Always remember they're watching, you poop. Theophilus had an orgy with... Theophilus has had a lot of orgies in a lot of places. And he's always having trouble pleasing the ladies.
I wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
Probably a lot. Things to buy once they've escaped. Villa and Aventine Rome. 2-horse chariot. Seat on the Senate. 4-horse chariot. Villa in the Bay of Naples. 10-horse chariot. 12 slave girls. Pale and plump. I like this man. He's got good tastes. He knows what's up. He's been... I don't know how to help you. Creepy. Okay, so it's the greedy guy of the bunch.
Salve.
Salve!
Salve, stranger, and
Salve.
welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Julia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Yeah, we do. What's your story?
And how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Tell me about it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, hoping to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose the cart.
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the tiber.
I think I see where this is going.
Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Commiserations, friend. I've been much like that myself.
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
I'm looking for some silphium resin. You wouldn't happen to have any.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
Nah, fuck off.
Very well. Another time.
I can steal some from him. I'm sure that's a great idea.
How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
Well, yes, but...
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but...
If I die and go to Tartarus because they say I've been bad?
I'm not going to let that happen to you, Dooley. I promise.
Thank you, Galerius. Thank you.
Now, I have more work to do, but I'll visit you again soon, alright?
All right, Galerius. See you then.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello? What's your story?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
Well, what did you do, Dooley?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did someone think you were gonna steal?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
That's all?
They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called
The music's kind of overwhelming his
They
voice.
called me a
The audio balance is a bit off. A liability.
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter.
What does your letter say, Dooley? That's a lot of words. I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I'm sympathetic to your plight, the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you that important message: the treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you haven't on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off-limits to all citizens, I reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited, lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated, should you experience further lapses in memory.
What does it say?
It says they caught you trespassing several times. They locked you up to stop you from breaking the rules.
My treasure!
What is this treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
If you give me the key, I can try and see if it unlocks something interesting, useful. Maybe it'll help you get out of here one day.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here.
I'll see what I can do.
Galerius already tried
Fortune
that.
smile on you, brother.
Ah.
What about the rules? I don't like Galerius. He's nice. I like. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here. And Hannibal said it was in the cisterns.
Right. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Okay.
Bye bye.
There's a lot of stuff to do in this game.
Hello.
Yes, we have.
Bye bye.
Okay, so I need to get Galerius to run. Ay, ay, ay. Oh.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden...
Ow, I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
I'll throw him with a rock.
Thank you. I have to hide. What? We don't have... Ugh. The shrine is collapsing!
Fabia, no!
Hell of a timing, Rusty.
Oh, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl!
Oh, Akio, Bob.
I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
I think, just as a quick side note, I have to lower the music volume because it's a bit... It's already lowered, but it's too low. So the audio gets drowned out sometimes. Yeah, she, beware. Shrine may collapse. It sure did.
It's Leviosa. Ah, Leviosa. Stop.
Ooh. Okay, we'll look into that in a minute. These aren't the bats. This lead to the bats?
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know such a man.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
I am not lying to you, but okay, I got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Why don't you put the bow down and just come take a look, because this is going to take a bit of explaining, okay?
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? You're not going to get your claws into me. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
I don't know what's a mystery cult.
Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quinctius did, those days are numbered.
We're not a cult, you dumb fuck.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We're not keeping it a secret. We're trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
We physically can't leave. We haven't found a way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's not a mantra, it's a warning, but yes.
A distinction without a difference.
Fair
You've
enough.
clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were people who were turned to gold as punishment.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
You are distorting what I said.
Yes, yes, because I'm the real villain here. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. Your
Can't exactly argue with that logic. Okay.
What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself.
I have no idea who or where he is.
Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Do you?
As a matter of fact, I do. Once I'm done with you and Quinctius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wanna drop that bow for me? Ow. Yeah, okay. We should leave. Great. Great, great, great. I hope this is the right way. Ah. Well, actually. That works. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of course. Of course. This stupid shit had to go do about that. And now we have to start all over. Okay. Aye. Right. We'll get back to this. Now what?
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
I don't really know how to get started with this game. Okay, everybody's moving off from their starting positions to be somewhere else. In their staging positions. There is a lot of goals. Touch. No touch? Okay. You're gonna fall if you do that. Dum-dum.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
I know.
A new face. Oh,
You know
see
what?
you again soon.
I don't want to bother you.
Fresh meat, huh?
Thank you. Thank you. I am
Okay, so this is intact.
deeply honored to have been.
We have to assume that the black corpse on the bottom is our young man, the jumper. Though I'm not sure how that actually works. Okay, I probably need to figure out a way to deal with this
How'd you do?
bowman.
Help! Thank you. I have to hide.
Maybe don't go into the temple. Just trust me.
All right, fine.
You're welcome. What if I go in there? Is it going to collapse on me instead? Yes! Wait, when did I last save? Never. Where's my last save? Does the game do any kind of auto-saving? Okay, it saved. Cool. Okay. Don't go in there. Also, don't go in there, because that's death. So, where can we go?
No niin, mitäs tehdään, kaveri? Baariin, baanalle, ballopeliin vai pornobaariin?
Wonder what this space is. Just a storage space? An alley. More of these vines I could apparently climb if I had the right equipment for it, I guess. This leads back to like the slum caves, right? Or somewhere? Yeah. Yeah. I have a cat hair in my nose and it's really itchy. Right. I don't know what to even try and do first. Because... how do you start unraveling this? I feel like trying to solve the issue of the assassin is probably the step one. Because then we could get a weapon from them, which would allow us to explore the cisterns, perhaps. Which might give us some options, but...
Ui perse, se on siinä, voi kyrvän kyrpää.
I don't really know how to deal with the assassin guy. Guess we just have to try. Though this is probably just going to be another death. I'm going to quick save. Because if this just leads to the same starting position again, then we'll just have to do this again and again and again. Hi.
Stop right there.
Yes, I saw him worshipping in a small round shrine just inside the city. Second building on your left.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Sorry, I'll just stand away from your way. And, hope you're not very good at reading. That was very easy. I know! You're a statue made of gold. Yeah, he doesn't know how to read. Thanks, though. Mine now. Bounty notice. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quintus Crispus, a citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He is 40 to 50 years old, average height, average build, dark hair, has one green and one blue eye. Oh. Typically clean shaven. Oh. I see. I've seen that. Rufus, wasn't it? He matches the description. Well, I have a bow now. I can kill someone if I try. Probably shouldn't, though. How did he end up here? Or wait, no. Yeah, he just arrived through here. This is... Yeah. Yeah, I see. This is where we started as well, except we were in the future. This is a nice touch, I like that. What was that lighting effect changed just now? Did you see that? Hold on, can we make that happen again? I think he just loaded the lighting effects in. Now it's already preloaded. I can go for a swim. They also went for... I can hold my breath in this game for a really long time. Not a lot of games allow you that much control over your breath. Okay, so that's how you switch weapons. Always remember, they're watching. Yeah, I didn't notice this at the start. So what are these side buildings here? Oh yeah, this is this little shrine place, which had the little secret passage in the back. Well, since we're here, let's have a looky-loo. I wonder where this connects to. Hello. Discover what lies beneath the city. Hi.
Come and join me by the fire.
Are you perhaps a philosopher?
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm WHAM.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I stumbled here pretty much by accident.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute.
I don't do philosophy.
Hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the
No,
god
we can't.
responsible for the Golden Rule?
I have not yet deducted the name, or deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule. No.
You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress.
Ah. Fair enough. Do I get to even know your name?
Ah, I will... The what? Let us...
He doesn't want to tell us his name. He does live in a jar, though, so that gives us an idea. I have an idea who he might be. But we'll leave that to be confirmed at a later date. A certain philosopher.
Ah, you've returned.
So how do I... If I go up here, am I just going to get... Oh, this just loops back to there.
Ah, you've returned.
I could kill him here because there's no statues to witness it. Greek plaque. Wait, everything else has been Latin and Roman. Well, this is Greek. Does that mean something, practically speaking? Okay, well, at least we know some things. Everything down here is Greek. Practically Greeks of Greek, yeah.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Tell me.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
No.
Well, between you and me, I found an old scroll from years ago, hastily written, in which the author claimed something extraordinary and terrifying. He wrote that when the golden rule is broken, statues spring to life all over the city, wielding golden bows and begin firing golden arrows at the inhabitants. Supposedly, 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I think the Golden Goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
Tell me about your plan.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
No.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
Golden bow?
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
You want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then, you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade.
I'm pretty
But
sure
make
it's
no
theft.
mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
That's extremely dangerous, isn't it?
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger?
Prometheus was punished for eternity.
Only because he was silly enough to get caught.
This man is not very smart, is he?
So, are you in?
If you don't like action or horror elements, feel free to decline. I'll do it, but don't ever call me partner.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get... This is a quality...
I'm just curious to see what'll happen.
A gold leaf bow.
Wonderful.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Okay. I'm curious enough. I mean, we all know this is going to end the world, right? We're just going to die doing this. There's no way we won't get caught doing this.
Helvetin iso kissa!
How do I... Oh, wait. Why am I locked in here? There's a huge nest of wasps up there. I don't want to be in here. We're gonna get so stung. And die a horrible death. Because of this stupid idea. How do I get up to her then? There we go.
Is that you, partner? Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
You locked me in
You're
here.
a bit slow, aren't you? Yes, I locked you in, and until you give me my bow, you're gonna stay in there, like Tantalus in Tartarus. No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Alright, just let me out, or when I free myself, I'll kill you.
Not a very effective threat, is it? See, your first problem is, you're in there, and I'm out here. Your second problem is the golden rule. What are you gonna do? Kill us all?
Yeah.
It's an empty threat.
I can do that.
A bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork.
No thanks, I'll pass.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Right. Is there a way out? Much brighter now than it was before. Why is that? Even though I shut down the lights. First off. How did I get up there last? I want to put the bow back. The nest. I mean, I could shoot it down. I'm not sure that'll do me any good. I think it would just fall on me and kill me. This is an enclosed space. Use the bow. Okay, game, sure. Why not? Oh! Oh, so it does actually... I now have a golden bow that turns things to gold.